Today we're going to do something kind of fun. We're going to teach your dog how to spin. And I know it might kind of seem silly, but there's actually lots of applications to this. It's teaching your dog how to follow a target and then how to use that target to teach a skill. So this is, you've heard me say it once, I'll say it again, it's a great mental stimulation for them. Teaching your dog a new trick. Now, I know that we have lots of busy lives. Maybe we don't have a lot of time to teach our dogs something fun every day. But when you do have time, it's great to sit down with your dog and just work them a little bit. Once you start training, you'll notice that your dog is eager to learn more. They don't want to stop training. So today I've got a click stick with me. You can buy it online, but honestly, you don't really need to. This is a long pole, and at the end, there's a green dot. I don't know if you can see that green dot there. Jude's already targeting here, good boy. That green dot is his signal to touch it. You can use a spatula with something colored at the end. You can make your own with a wooden dowel with maybe a foam ball at the end. So you don't have to buy anything fancy. You can certainly make your own tool. But this is a target stick. And like I said, what it means is for him to touch the end of it. So we're going to start off like he's never done this before. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to present the target stick in front of him. And it's kind of interesting, right? So he's going to stretch his nose out and touch the target. And when he does, I'm going to click and treat him. Good boy. Good boy. So we're going to kind of warm him up with it a couple times. I don't put this behavior on cue. For me, the cue is the presentation of the stick. So I don't put it on a verbal cue. Did you lose your cookie, bud? Boy. So now what we're going to start to do, now that he's touching it really well, Jude, is I'm going to start to make him follow it. So I'm going to click him while he's following the stick. We want to click the movement. Good boy. So as you can see, I'm just keeping it out of his reach, moving it very slowly. And I'm clicking while he's walking and following it. So once you've got that down with your dog, you can start to use this to get them to do other things. For example, I could use it to get him onto the mat, but today we're going to use it to teach him how to spin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that stick to get him to follow it in a circle. Good boy. Now what you want to be careful of is that your dog doesn't need that stick in order to offer the behavior. So what we want to do is we want to fade that stick out pretty early. Oh, sorry, buddy. Good boy. So as you can see, that's why this is kind of nice, but you can certainly do it with a spatula as well. I'm just, good boy, I'm slowly kind of pushing this stick in so it gets a little shorter. Good boy. And you can, I've never done this with him, but you can see that he's already catching on. Good boy. He's not needing that target stick to follow around anymore. Good boy. So now the target stick is completely faded. I'm just holding it in my hand so that I can use the clicker part of it. Good job. And he's just following my arm movement now. Good boy. So if I wanted to put this on a verbal cue, I certainly could. Now would be the time to do it. We would transfer the cue. So he needs my arm movement to start the behavior. Good boy. So I would give new cue, old cue, and then click and treat the behavior. For example, if I wanted to put this on the cue spin, I would say spin, do my arm movement, and then click and treat the behavior. Jude, spin. Jude, spin. Jude, spin. And you can see that I'm, Jude, spin. I'm saying them pretty close to one another. What you start to do, Jude, spin. Excellent. So that time I didn't even need the hand signal. Jude, spin. Good job. So he did that pretty quick. Good job. He did that pretty quick. It might take a little bit longer at home with your dog. You might want to spend one training session just working on the target stick. All right? And then your second session, maybe the following day, or 30 minutes later, you could start to work on teaching your dog to spin with your stick. Great mental exercise for them, something really fun for them to do. And honestly, I think it's fun to work with your dog, and it's going to build your relationship with your dog. So, trainer tip, but it was kind of fun learning how to use a new tool and learning how to use that tool to teach your dog something fun. So I'm Chelsea with Positive Futures. Thanks for joining us today.